Welcome to Hillsboro, Kansas, home of the Tabor College Blue Jays, as the Tabor JV women get set to take on the Friends University women in JV action here at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, February 11. Starting lineup for the Blue Jays. Number 13, Jordan Lowry, will be at the center court for the tip, along with Lainey Scott, Sarah Utze. Tip goes to Olivia Shank, and she hands off to Kat Kaikkonen as the game is underway. Glad you could join us out there on the airwaves. Hope everything's working technology-wise. Kat gives it off to Lainey. Scott in the corner, back to Kaikkonen. Now swing down to Lowry. Ball's knocked away by 22 for the Falcons. You'll have to excuse me for not having a roster for the Friends University women. We'll just go by numbers. There's 12. Passes out to 4. Now back to 12 down low. She clears some space and goes up and scores easily in the paint. 2-0 lead quickly. Kaikkonen now back over to Scott. Back to Kaikkonen. Tabor running their play. Reversing. Going down to Utze. Utze fakes, drives, kicks it back out. Scott now on the wing. She drives, picks up. Cross court to Kaikkonen. Kaikkonen fakes. She drives, goes up for a floater just off the front rim. Friends quickly up court, 4-1 on the wing. And I'll try to get some names for the Falcons. Kaikkonen brings it up again for the Blue Jays. Off to Shank. Now Shank to Lowry. Kaikkonen for 3, and it's good. Kat Kaikkonen, three-pointer for the Blue Jays, puts them on top 3-2 here in the early goings of the first quarter. A little press put on now by the Blue Jays. Barely across before the 10-second call. As number 4 has it for the Falcons. Drives and still has it. Kicks it out long, top of the key. Now over on the wing. If you're a Friends fan out there watching, you know these players better than I do. Long shot there, taken by the Falcons. Kaikkonen now has it. Gets a screen from Utze, off to Scott. Scott for 3, and in and out, just off the mark. As Friends comes down with the rebound. Their point guard will bring it up again. 3-2 Tabor. Here with 3 minutes gone. Three-pointer by the Falcons, and it's good. Three-pointer good by number 23 for the Friends University Falcons. Shank over to Scott. Scott takes the screen from Lowry. A neat little pass inside from Scott to Lowry. Lowry goes up and scores. Ties the game up, 5-all. This time, Falcons have no trouble breaking the press. Another three-pointer. And the same player on the opposite wing. 23 for Friends. She's on fire here early. Kaikkonen drives, kicks it out to Scott. Scott over to Shank. Down low to Utze. Now Utze drives, goes up off the glass and in. Nice move down low by 35 Utze, senior for the Tabor Blue Jays. Out of Haven, Kansas. Press broken again by the Falcons. They'll set it up. A drive cut off by Kaikkonen. Now another three-pointer, and it's good as well. So Friends University Falcons, 3 threes in a row, taking 11-7 lead here, just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Utze now over to Lowry, to Kaikkonen. Kaikkonen drives off the pick. Guarded tightly. Off to Shank. Now Shank drives, goes up, blocked. Foul going to be called, and Shank will go to the line to shoot 2. Little bit of push in the back there as Kylie Arnold, number 14, comes in for the Blue Jays, a freshman from Salina. Jenna Euling, another freshman, number 20, comes in as well, freshman out of Wichita, Kansas. First free throw good for Olivia. Second one on the way. And it's in and out. Rebounded by the Falcons. They bring it up. Off in the wing to 23. Stolen by Lowry, goes all the way in for a layup. Brings Tabor back to within 1 at the 5-minute mark. Tabor down 1, 10-11. And Lowry again with the steal, goes all the way in for another layup. Putting the Blue Jays on top, 12-11. Jordan Lowry getting that steal off that high post pass. Going all the way in for a layup. This time Friends gets past the defense. Foul on the floor. Here you see the replay of Jordan Lowry stealing the ball, going all the way for a layup. She does jump over 5 feet in the high jump. Would be interesting to see how high she could get up there with a basketball. I know she can touch the rim, and another 15-footer for Friends as they go back on top, 13-12. Subs in the game for the Blue Jays now. Brooke Berlin out of Clearwater, Kansas, a freshman, and Mallory Woolston, sophomore out of Andover. Turnover by the Blue Jays. Friends will have it with a 1-point lead. 4:15 left in this first quarter. Pass to the wing. Butte Hedges, good job. Now gets back to her post. Three-pointer by the Falcons, and it's good again. Friends has continued their hot shooting here in this first quarter. That's 4 3-pointers to take a 4-point lead on the JV women. Euling slips the screen, goes over to the corner, shoots, and scores. Nice 15-footer by Jenna Euling. Brings Tabor back within 2. Friends has it. They drive, almost stolen. Now kicked out. Drive, now 16-foot shot off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. It'll go to the Blue Jays. Substitutions for the Blue Jays. Lainey Scott comes back in. And for the Falcons, number 33. I have a roster up for the Falcons, but I believe it's a varsity roster, and so I don't know if I use those names, it would be the same people. Kylie Arnold now, top of the key. Looks inside, passes over to Euling on top of the key now. To Woolston. Now Scott has it. Kicks out to Arnold. Arnold for 3, just off. Euling with the rebound, gets it down low, goes up, and she's fouled in the post by number 33. You see the nice rebound by Berlin. Just outside the small arc. She goes up. Hard for post players not to bring their arms down while blocking a shot. as Berlin is good for the first free throw. I was watching KU OU basketball earlier, and they were talking about post defense and how OU's coach tells his post players to have their arms behind their ears so as not to foul in the post. I'd never heard that one before. Second free throw good as Berlin ties it for the Blue Jays, 16 all. Abraham on defense. Ball swung around for the Falcons. Back to the top. Down the wing here nearest us. Looking down low, nowhere to go. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Shot clock winding down. Shot clock is going to run out. The ball was almost stolen by the Blue Jays, but didn't matter. Shot clock expired. Blue Jays ball at half court. Woolston, Berlin, Euling, Scott, and Arnold in for the Blue Jays right now as they look to take the lead here on this possession. Arnold dribbles over, off to Woolston on the wing, back to Arnold. Friends has gone to a zone, down low to Berlin. Berlin's fakes, kicks it back out to Euling. It's top at the elbow. Scott turns, looks, and shoots and scores. From the right elbow, Scott faked the cross-court pass, looked down low, and then everybody backed off of her. She just took the shot. Nothing but net. Tabor with a 2-point lead now, here with 1:35 left in this first quarter. Ball in the corner for the Falcons. Now cross-court. Tries to go down low inside to the post. Too high as Kaikkonen checks back in for the Blue Jays. Kaikkonen has it, dribbles over to the wing, now goes to Scott at the free throw line. Once again, triple threat there. She looked for a second, now she'll drive. Cross court to Kaikkonen, Kaikkonen fakes, drives down, cross court to Woolston. Woolston open for three, and it's good. Mallory Woolston puts Tabor up by 5, 21-16, under a minute to play in this first quarter. Both teams shooting well here. Tabor's defense just cranked it up here in the last couple minutes. Friends drives, kicks it out. Three-pointer by the Falcons, and that one's off. It'll be a rebound to Berlin. She'll hand off to Kaikkonen. There's about 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so it looks like Cat will slow things down here. Go for one shot. Pass to Euling on the wing, gets a screen from Berlin, goes the other way. Tries to get it down to Kaikkonen in the post. Ball knocked out by the Falcons as subs come in for the Falcons. Little screen there, Berlin off the glass and good. The clock winding down. Friends will not get up a shot. And the Blue Jays that tied with the Falcons at 16 all went on a 7-0 run to end the quarter. They take a 23-16 lead. You see the little pass there on the curl cut by Berlin for the bucket, and we'll take a break with them, and we'll be back for the second quarter.
Many of you know that the Eitzen Agency insures churches, Christian schools, and other related ministries. A coverage that is overlooked for most businesses is proper cyber liability. Has your business ever been hacked? Do your employees click on links that they shouldn't? Your business could be shut down and have extreme costs if this happens. Cyber liability can reduce these costs. Give us a call at the Eitzen Agency to discuss this valuable coverage for your business at 580-227-2553 or find us online at eitzenagency.com.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
We are back here to start the second quarter of this JV basketball game here at Tabor College in Hillsboro, Kansas. For the Blue Jays, starting out this second quarter, let's see if we can get that lineup. It looks like Kaikkonen, Scott, Woolston, Lowry, and for the first time, number 33, Avery Fillmore. Fillmore, 5'11" freshman from Wichita, Kansas. As Kaikkonen brings it up, has it on the wing for the Blue Jays. Now off to Euling, top of the key, over to Woolston. Now to Kaikkonen, she turns down the shot, gets it to Euling in the corner. Euling's open, shoots just off, rebounded to the Falcons. Joining me up here in the Crow's Nest, Coach Sean Reed. Welcome, Coach.
Hi, Rod. Thanks for doing this today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. I know it's somewhat unusual to broadcast a JV game, but I enjoy doing it. I would have been here anyway. Might as well broadcast it.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. We have kind of a unique situation this year where we have quite a few older players that are playing JV. They've done a fantastic job of leading some of our younger kids and not letting maybe a little disappointment in circumstances affect their effort or anything. And so I'm just really proud of the young ladies that we have that are older, that are doing that. And I just think it speaks to their commitment to our program. So I really appreciate you guys doing this today.
Yeah, and some of those upperclassmen that you mentioned, some of them are giving you some good minutes in varsity as well when needed. And this is good. This is great that they get a chance to kind of, in a way, warm up before a varsity game.
Yeah, we've had several of the players that are on the JV have gotten some varsity minutes this year. Probably Sarah, probably the most, and then Jordan a little bit, and Kylie has, Jenna has.
Right.
They're both really good freshmen that are going to be good players for us. I can't say enough good things about Lainey Scott, Olivia Shank, Kat Kaikkonen. Those kids have just worked so hard for us and, have just done a great job.
And one thing people don't see, and I get to see it every now and then because I'll get a little tired of just looking at my computer, and I'll come down here and watch a little practice. And
yeah, I think I saw you the other day.
Those players are so critical to have in practice because they give your varsity. They're good competition. They are.
And I tell a lot of people, players 1 through 20, 22, there's not a lot of difference. Like we can scrimmage in practice. You see Jordan there get another layup. I think that's her third. We can have our JV scrimmage our varsity, and they've beat them in practice before. And there's just not a whole lot of difference between these young ladies. We believe that, in the biblical principle, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And these kids sharpen each other every day. Our practices have been tremendous this year. She didn't see her coming back from behind there,
nope.
But I like that she's looking for her teammates.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's offensive. There we go. So, highly competitive practices, I think, lead to, very good teams. And there you can see Jordan again on the replay getting that layup. That's really nice. Jordan's an amazing athlete.
Well, I was talking earlier about how she on a couple of these steals, I know she can touch the rim. I'd like
She
to see.
can.
I'd like to see how high she could get with a ball. Maybe just a little finger roll over the top of the rim. But I know she can't dunk it.
Yeah.
But that would be just fun to see how high she could get with
There's
that ball.
some really good extra passing. I really like that. That was good.
I don't have.
It's good help.
I've apologized to the Friends fans out there, which I don't know how many there are, but we don't have the names of the Friends players, so I'm just hoping they know who they are, and
I'll try and get a roster up to you at halftime, maybe.
Well, I've got their roster on my phone, but I don't
Okay.
know if it's the same numbers, because varsity and JV sometimes people share the same numbers, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure either, but
I did want to point out number 24, Chasney Potachik, came into the game while we were talking, and
Yeah.
wanted to recognize her. And
Chaz, that's a great job by Liv. Chaz is from Eureka. She's a sophomore on our team. As you know, Rod, we have some really good three-point shooters on the team, and I would put Chaz up there with, our kids that are on the varsity. She can really shoot it. She and Mallory Woolston
right, yeah.
are both really, really good shooters, and that class that they're in has quite a few good shooters. We really tried to emphasize that year in recruiting, and last I checked, I think we were 7th in the country in three-point field goal percentage. So,
And here's the best news. She stayed around. Olivia, who just made the free throw, she stays around for 4 years, graduates, and she'll start PT school next year.
yeah, we're really excited for her. She is a fantastic student. She's already been accepted into Wichita State's Doctor of Physical Therapy program. That's good D right there. And Olivia Shank is just one of the best people that I've ever had the opportunity to coach. We really enjoy having her be a part of the team, and just a super person that has a really bright future ahead of her.
Well, I've said this before. I probably have never said it on the air, and it's a scary thing to maybe say this. One of the things that has always been an earmark of your team is you have nice girls. Sometimes on the
That's
court,
a great pass.
sometimes on the court, I'd like to see them not be so nice.
Yeah, they are very, very great young ladies, and they represent Tabor well.
They absolutely do.
In the classroom, on the court. We really try to work hard at that in recruiting. I was out recruiting last night in western Kansas. I didn't get back till 12:30 this morning, and was recruiting 2 young ladies, one of which is already signed with us, and I think they represent, the kind of people that we want, and these young ladies definitely do as well. And so we definitely try to recruit with the filter. We just don't want good basketball players. We want great students. That's a great job by Kylie. Great people. That's a nice little run there to start the second quarter.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we really try to do that, Rod. We want, as you know, Miranda and I have 2 daughters, and our daughters are, McKenna is a senior and Marin's a freshman, and even when they were younger, we tried to recruit people we'd want our daughters to be around, and this group and our varsity group really represent that. I don't have to worry about them academically. I don't have to worry about them getting in trouble. They're not perfect people. They don't play for a perfect coach either, but we're just really blessed by the families that we have. I think we have 175 plus people that are going to eat tonight after the game. And my wife sent out an email at midnight, and by noon the next day, all the food was covered.
Right.
And we just have amazing support. I just want to give a shout out to our families, our host families. We just have a lot of people that pour into our program, and that's such a huge blessing for us here at Tabor.
And it's the blessing works both ways, as my wife and I have been part of that host family group for years, and we still get text messages from some of the girls that the women we hosted back 6-7 years ago, and pictures of babies, and so that's kind of neat.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to do kind of, now that COVID's kind of, we hope, on the downtrend. There goes Chaz.
Oh.
She can really shoot it. Good for her. Love how her hands and feet are ready to shoot. we're hoping to maybe try and get some more alumni back, next year for alumni game and maybe try to do something a little different. That's pretty good defense by Kylie. It's a tough shot. Because I'm the same way. I get pictures. I think last spring I did 7 or 8 letters of reference for former players, and that doesn't include the ones you do for seniors. It's a lifelong, good job, Chaz. It's a lifelong friendship and commitment to each other, and that's what we try and impress upon recruits, is that you're not looking at going to Tabor for 4 years or 2 years if you're a transfer. You're looking at a lifetime. That's a good job by Sarah. Looking at a lifetime commitment and support, and that's what we're trying to provide.
Well, that makes my other job a lot easier too, as alumni director.
Well, yeah, those things are tied together. They sure are.
Absolutely.
For sure. Their Chaz is feeling it. No, that's all right. I don't mind that. She'd made a little bit of a heat check there, but she'd made 2, and so there we got sealed there in transition, and that's tough because we didn't have any backside help.
JV women have had a successful season.
They've had
so
a great
far.
year, yeah, fantastic year. And I think they've only lost 1 conference JV game, played some really good JUCOs tough. So, yeah, we're proud of them. And I think it's unique that we have a JV program. I have a lot of people ask me about it, but it is a developmental program for our varsity. If you look at our starters this year and kids that are playing, we're not rebounding very well. Now, there we go. We have a lot of players that have come through the JV program. And it's different, Rod, for everybody. Like last year, Tegan played a little bit of first semester JV and then didn't. Sarah's wanting a foul call. Janisha played first semester.
Yeah.
Maddie's played 2 years at JV. Maddie McCoy. Allie Osterman played 2 years at JV. And, Cass never played JV. So it's there for people to develop. Everybody that we recruit, we believe, has the potential to play varsity for us. When that happens, there's just a lot of factors that are out of our control. So like Janisha last year, really homesick her first semester. She has a great family. They're here, cheering during the JV game. And Janisha hasn't played JV all year, but they come early, and she was homesick and had COVID and had a little bit of an injury. And she came back from Christmas break, felt a lot better about herself, and then was ready to go second semester.
Yeah.
So we have that there for them to develop, kind of on their timeline.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier senior night, and we have 175 people.
Yeah.
Counting host families and relatives.
Yeah.
Of these young women coming tonight after the varsity game in the cafeteria, which is something you've done every year for as long as I can remember. And here's what's fun about that. It's siblings, it's grandparents, it's you name it, it's cousins. Sometimes I think even all kinds of relatives that come and support these young women, especially if they live within 4 or 5 hours. And at any number of games, I'll see grandpa and grandma plus maybe one grandparent and maybe one parent because the other one's busy or has to stay home with a sibling who's playing basketball or playing ball somewhere, and so that's pretty neat.
Yes, it's one of my favorite nights of the year. It's a tough night because we have to say goodbye to some people, but that's a great shot by Mallory. But it's also a really good night in that we get to celebrate, all the investment that these young ladies have made in our program. So good job by Kat. So we're going to do that tonight for 7, people that are affiliated with our program. 2 of them are former players that are now managers. And they've just been tremendous help to our program. And
what do you do with Zoe Russ tonight? We celebrated her last year as a senior. You're going to celebrate her again?
We are not going to celebrate her again, but that was her choice, not my choice.
Okay.
She's a really humble kid, Rod.
Yes.
And so I looked up her stats with everybody else's, and she's at 1,203 points. She's at 560, I think, some rebounds. She's a career 49% field goal shooter, and that's her 4 years at Tabor. She did play at Southern Naz
That's right.
for a year, but that's not including those stats. And so unlike some people that are getting a 5th year, she's actually getting a 4th year at Tabor. So her stats will be totally legitimate, 4 years at Tabor, and, probably going to be close to a 1,300, 600 rebound kid for us. And
Wow.
is a 2-time All-American. I think might have a chance to be a 3-time All-American. That'll be the first one of those that we've had during my tenure here.
Yeah, and then people out there listening would probably not know this, but she's teaching full-time in McPherson, Kansas, living, I think, in Mound Ridge, and and then has to drive over here for practice yet after that, and go to games, and she's making it work. So
yeah, she's a high-achieving young lady. She's married to Devin Rust, and they live over in Mound Ridge, and she teaches middle school math, which does not sound appealing to me, mainly because I took Algebra 1 twice in high school, and that wasn't because I wanted to. She's taking master's classes, and we practice a little bit later so she can get over here some, but like Friday she had some students that needed help after class, and so she didn't get here in time, and she works out on her own and watches some film on her own, but we knew that was going to happen. I told the girls before the year started, when she decided to come back, I said, hey, listen, 80% of Zoe is better than 100% of some people. So we're going to work with her on that. She wants to do it. I think she's one of the top 5 players in our conference. In my opinion, she should be first team again. And when you consider what she's doing with that workload, it's awfully impressive.
Right. Well, appreciate you joining us here for second quarter. We'll have to take a break now and hear from our sponsors, or we could stay on and talk as long as you want if you have more of these seniors you want to talk about.
I would talk about everybody. There's my son bringing a pizza in. That's right. Interesting.
Yes.
I never know what he's doing. There he is right there. Yeah. Let's make sure we get that on the feed. But all of our seniors have just invested so much in the program. We've got Hannah Jones and Bree Hable started off playing. Bree had to stop because she had too many concussions. Hannah decided she wanted to be a manager, and those kids are at every practice. They run the clock. They pass basketballs. We practice together, Rod. Some teams split up their JV. We don't. We're blessed to have a great coaching staff. Zach Goodrich volunteers his time. And, we've got basketballs moving. We keep people busy, and they're a big part of that. And, I don't want them to get overlooked because they don't have a jersey on this particular year. But Bree played for 3 years, and Hannah, we call her Banana, for 2 years. And, they're going to do great things. Bree graduated at Christmas and has started her master's here at Tabor. Hannah's going to get an accounting degree, and she has an internship with an accounting firm over in Newton. And she comes to practice late 2 days a week, all dressed up because she's been over there. She told me she's been reading tax code and learning all about that as she helps with this year over there.
Well, I saw her the other day, had her computer out while she was working the clock, and it looked like she was doing homework or something on her computer.
She may have been working on tax forms for people. She's going to be very successful. Bree is. All these young ladies are just going to. Laney's going to go to PTA school. We've already talked about Olivia going to PT school. Kat will be extremely successful in whatever she does. She's a business major and just such a professional young lady. And I know that God has great things in store, for her. The whole group is just outstanding.
Well, fantastic. And we do, like I said, we get to know these players too as employees of Tabor, and seeing them on the court and off the court. And it's a lot of fun to get to know them. So appreciate you coming up here and taking the time and to talk about these players. And
I really appreciate you guys Riley told me that you guys were going to broadcast this, and I really appreciate it. I mean, we have a great crowd, I think, for a JV game. We've been to some other gyms in our conference that don't get this many people for varsity games. So I think that speaks about the support that we get here at Tabor. I really appreciate you guys doing this, and thank you so much.
You bet. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, or maybe less than that.
Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference. Infinity Fitness is open 24/7 for all of your Infinity Fitness is open 24/7 for all of your fitness needs on your schedule. Whether you're looking to improve on basic health knowledge or are looking to powerlift or bodybuild, start with Infinity Fitness. We've got the facilities, trainers, and equipment to help you meet your goals. Join the Infinity Fitness family today. Call us at 620-877-0220. Infinity Fitness is located at 115 North Main Street in Hillsboro and online at infinityfitnessks.com. Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
Don't let flashy ads and short-term specials with fine print entice you into hidden charges and slower speeds for your broadband. Work seamlessly, stream continuously, and game uninterrupted. TCW is the only provider that offers Hillsboro the reliability of an underground fiber connection to your home or business. Switch today to experience the best with TCW Fiber Internet.
Many of you know that the Eitzen Agency insures churches, Christian schools, and other related ministries. A coverage that is overlooked for most businesses is proper cyber liability. Has your business ever been hacked? Do your employees click on links that they shouldn't? Your business could be shut down and have extreme costs if this happens. Cyber liability can reduce these costs. Give us a call at the Eitzen Agency to discuss this valuable coverage for your business at 580-227-2553 or find us online at eitzenagency.com. Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Marcy.
And we are back for the third quarter as the Blue Jays inbounds. Lowry has it at the elbow, fakes up and under, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Kat Kuykonen, Lainey Scott, Sarah Yutzi, Jordan Lowry, and Olivia Shank in for the Blue Jays. They've got a 42-26 lead here at the half, heading into the third quarter. 3-second call on the Falcons. It'll go to the Blue Jays. Shank has it over to Scott. Kuykonen runs through, comes back out on the other wing. Now gets it down low to Lowry. Lowry out to Scott. Scott drives, shut off there. Now to Lowry at the elbow again. She kicks it to Kuykonen. Kuykonen fakes, drives. I think they're going to call a double dribble. Somehow with her catch and putting the ball down on the floor, both hands got on the ball or something, but the referee picked up on it. Falcons now have it. Handoff. Kuykonen on defense. Little dribble drive action by the Falcons. Good heads inside. Now good help inside by Lowry. Double team inside. We're going to get a 3-second call again, I believe. Kuykonen brings it up for the Blue Jays, off to Shank. Back to Kuykonen. Now down to Lowry, and stacked post formation. Now off to Scott, down low to Yutzi. Yutzi kicks it out to Shank. Now to Lowry, over to Yutzi, 15-footer short, but Scott right there, she goes off the glass, no good. Now Lowry gets it off her own miss, and she's fouled. I don't know if it's on the floor or on the shot, and they're saying on the floor. Blue Jays retain possession. Kuykonen to throw it in. Lowry has it. Down low to Yutzi. Yutzi goes up. That one's off. Friends comes down with the rebound. Kuykonen almost gets a steal. Good defense. Now stolen away by Shank. He dropped down into the post for help. Now down all the way to Lowry. She pushes off enough just to get open. Scores a little bucket from about 3 feet away. Falcons have it down in the corner now. Drive baseline, shut off by Lowry. Three-pointer turned down. Now on the opposite wing. Drive by the Falcons. Lowry shuts it off. It'll be a jump ball, and that'll stay with the Falcons. Substitutions in for the Falcons. 4 in, 4 out. Timeout called by the officials. Just looking at making sure the shot clock's right. Friends gets it inbounds. Dribbles over, pass to the wing. Good defense by Lowry on the hedge. Now at the high post. Shot clock winding down. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded Scott. Off to Kaikkonen. Kaikkonen will bring it up court. Long pass up to Shank. Shank drives. And we're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Utsi. And for the first time in this contest, number 12, Emma Malm, checking in for the Blue Jays. Emma, 5'2" guard from McPherson, Kansas. That shot is going to go out of bounds. Air ball, and Tabor will get it as Malm brings it up for the Blue Jays. Gets it off to Woolston, top of the key, over to Euling, who just checked into the game along with Malm. And Woolston now. Utsi has it down in the corner to Woolston, down low to Lauer as she goes cross to Euling, and that one's just off, tipped away by Utsi, and up by Lowry, and it'll just trickle off the rim, but she'll go to the line to shoot two. Officials getting together as we have 4 in, 4 out again by the Falcons. First free throw just barely goes in, but does for Jordan Lowry as she'll step up and go for another. And that one's nothing but net. 46-26, 6 minutes left in this third quarter for the Blue Jays. 20-point lead. Handoff at high post, now drive. Ball goes up, no good. Utsi with the rebound, off to Malm. Malm brings it up quickly for the Blue Jays. Off to Woolston, Woolston for three, and it's good. Quick transition, three-point bucket for the Blue Jays. Now the Falcons over on the wing. It's screen. Trapped by the Blue Jays. Get rid of that screen in a hurry. Falcons now at the elbow. Kick it off to the wing. Knocked out of bounds by Lowry. 3 seconds on the shot clock as Brooke Berlin checking into the game along with Avery Fillmore. And Fillmore with the rebound, off the miss. Malm brings it up quickly for the Blue Jays, off to Fillmore. Now Fillmore to Woolston. Woolston to Berlin. Berlin looks, hands off to Malm. Malm to Euling in the corner, and Euling for three. Tabor extending that lead, 52-26, under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Three-pointer by the Falcons, and that's good. Now Euling has it on the wing. Down to Berlin. Berlin turns and goes off the glass, no good. Falcons come away with it. Pass to the far wing, down low in the post. Fillmore guarding. Now Woolston picks it up, off to Malm. Malm fakes the pass, goes up off the glass, no good. Rebounded to Friends, they'll bring it back the other way. Drive into the lane, shot, and it's good by the Falcons. High post pass to Berlin. Now down to Fillmore, back to Berlin, and Berlin's going to fake, go up and under and score. Nice move inside by 30, Brooke Berlin. Kind of lost the handle of it down low, kept with it, came up and under. Beautiful shot. Friends now down in the corner. Cross court pass, gets it to the other side, down in the corner. Now kicking it back around. Shot clock running down, drive in, and it's shot and a foul called. This time it's looks like it's going to be on number 20, I believe. Ewing will pick up the foul. Now more subs in for the Blue Jays. Number 42, Mallory Pearson entering for the first time, along with Kylie Arnold and Olivia Shank. Free throw just off. Mallory Pearson, a 5'7" freshman out of Salina, Kansas, southeast of Saline High School. Two-sport athlete, also plays soccer. Second free throw no good. Fillmore with the rebound, hands off to Arnold. Arnold will set things up for the Blue Jays from the point guard position. Gets it to Fillmore. Fillmore looking. Hands off to Arnold. Top of the key to Shank. Shank for three. Little long. Rebounded out to Friends. They're bringing it up quickly. Ball is knocked away at the last second. It appeared that the Friends guard beat the officials down the court, and so had there been a foul there, that wouldn't have been called. The ball's knocked away. It'll stay with the Falcons, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Falcons have it, get it down low, pushing the back. Fillmore is going to be called for the foul. Inbounds on the wing, down low again. Fillmore right there on defense. And gets the shot that was a little short, just off the front iron, as Arnold has it for the Blue Jays. Finds Berlin in the post. Berlin turns, shoots, and foul called. Foul on number 22 down in the post. Berlin to the line. First free throw is good. Second free throw right through the middle as well. 56-31. Less than 2 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Pearson on the ball for the Blue Jays. Ball's passed down low in the post. Good defense down low by Fillmore. She comes up with the rebound again. Hands off to Arnold. Arnold gets it across court, half court. As Berlin, free throw line extended. Berlin puts it on the floor now. Cross court to Arnold. Arnold sets up for three, and it's good. Kylie Arnold left open is dangerous, and she nails that one from three-point land to put Tabor back up 59-31, extending that lead again. Drive in by the Falcons. Shot just short in the post. As Arnold brings it up quickly for the Blue Jays. Now she'll pull it out to the corner. Finds Fillmore. Now Fillmore off to Pearson. Pearson drives. Kicks it to Fillmore. Fillmore free throw line. Couldn't get it to fall, but Arnold right there to get it to Berlin. Berlin just misses the bunny inside. Just falls off the edge of the iron. Drive by the Falcons inside, blocked by Fillmore. She may pick up her second foul there, and she does. That will put the Falcons on the line to shoot 2. Laney Scott checks back in for the Blue Jays. Laney Scott, a 5'9" senior from St. George, Kansas. First free throw by the Falcons, a little long. Second one's good. 59-32 Blue Jays. Pearson with the ball for the Blue Jays. She'll hand off to Arnold. Arnold sets it up for the Blue Jays. Gets a screen from Fillmore. That ball's knocked away, but Pearson comes up with it. Scott turns down a 3. Arnold drives in, shoots, and at the buzzer, and that'll do it. That'll be the end of the third quarter as the Blue Jays have a commanding 59-32 lead. We'll be back in a minute.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
At Baumgars, we want to be your one-stop shop. From DeWalt power tools to workwear and footwear, plus seasonal goods, livestock feed, pet food, and so much more. Family owned and operated for more than 70 years, we knock ourselves out to deliver legendary customer service. And with more than 100 stores serving customers from the Midwest to the Rockies, we strive to have
what you need when you need it at Baumgars.
We are back here in the Tabor College Gymnasium for the start of the fourth quarter. Tabor JV women 59, Friends JV 32. Kikanen, Lowry, Pearson, Patochik, and Scott in for the Blue Jays. Pearson finds Scott, now down low inside to Lowry. Lowry steps back and shoots and scores right over the top of the Friends Falcon defense. (61-32) Blue Jays. Falcons have the ball down low. They drive. Lowry right there. Little room made inside by Friends post player. And she'll be called for the offensive foul. As the Falcons put on a little press, thrown over the top to Pearson. Pearson will get it across half court. She'll set things up. Goes to Scott in the corner. Now back to Patochik. Kikanen with the ball. Fakes, drives out to Patochik. She fakes, she drives, goes all the way. Couldn't get that to fall. Foul was going to be called. Lowry flying in for the rebound regardless. Now Yitzi checks in for Lowry, and first time in the game for the Blue Jays. Number 23, Amaya Mack. 5'5" sophomore from Olathe, Kansas. As Petochik will go to the line to shoot 2. First one good. Kasny Petochik, sophomore from Eureka, Kansas, converts on both of those free throws, putting the Blue Jays up 63-32. Drive in by the Falcons for a layup, and that's good. Heikkinen has it for the Blue Jays, bringing it up. Gets it off to Petochik. He dribbles top of the key over to Heikkinen. Now Heikkinen to Mack in the corner. Mack for 3. High arching ball rebounded by Utsi. Utsi goes down low to Mack. Mack goes up and scores inside. (23) Mack with their first points of the contest after just entering the game. Now Heikkinen Scott going to be called for a foul from behind. Falcons player will go to the line to shoot. We see the rebound by Utsi. She finds Mack down low. Mack able to get the ball right over the rim. Free throw good. Second one coming. Good as well. Scott to inbounds for the Blue Jays. Heikkinen has it. He gets it over half court. Sets up the offense. Hand off to Petochik. Over to Utsi. Utsi now to Mack. Sets a screen for Mack. Now Petochik fakes a 3, drives, kicks it out to Heikkinen. Heikkinen down low to Utsi. Utsi turns, fakes, goes up, and ball just rolls off the rim. It'll stay with the Blue Jays, however, as number 21 enters the game for the first time today. Number 21 is Grace Wright. She is a 5'6" freshman out of Bird City, Kansas. Galen High School. Heikkinen looking to get it in, finds Grace Wright. Wright drives, goes up, can't get it to fall, fights for the rebound. Heikkinen comes away with it. Wright keeping the ball alive for the Blue Jays. Heikkinen drives, kicks to Scott. Scott wide open for 3, just off the front of the rim. Friends comes away with it. Falcons have it on the wing. Get a screen. Good defense by Utsi on the hedge. Ball's dribbled out of bounds, knocked away by Scott. As number 12, Emma Malm, checking back in for the Blue Jays. Falcons have it on the wing now, high post, top of the key, near wing, screen, dribble over, inside pass, down low. Foul going to be called, I believe. Grace Wright will pick up her first foul. Send the Falcons to the line. 7:03 left in this fourth quarter. Blue Jays with a commanding 65-36 lead, with Falcons at the free throw line. First one a little long. Second one good. 65-37 Blue Jays. Scott has it for the Blue Jays. She'll bring it up court. Off to Malm. Malm's going to set up the play. Utsi has it. Looks down low to Wright. Wright goes up and can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Goes up again. Off the shot clock. Doesn't matter. Foul was called. Grace Wright will go to the line to shoot 2. As Brooke Berlin checks back into the game for the Blue Jays. First free throw just off. Second one rebounded by the Falcons. All 15 players, JV players for the Falcons have got into the, or for the Blue Jays have got into the game as the Falcons hit a 3 from the corner to make it 65-40, 25-point lead for the Blue Jays as Malm has it. Gets it off to Wright on the wing. Right to Mack, top of the key. Screen from Yutzi. Now Berlin has it top of the key, goes to Yutzi. Pass to Malm. Malm loses control on the baseline. Looked like she wanted to make a pass to Wright. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Falcons have it. Hand off on the wing. Now drive. Now kick. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Once again on the wing. Wright playing defense there. Now top of the key. Off to the wing again. Good defense, Blue Jays. Three-pointer again. And another shot from the same spot, same player for the Falcons. 65-43. Falcons making a little bit of a run here with 2 threes in a row. Mack on the curl cut. Over to Berlin, top of the key. Now Malm has it on the wing. Over to Mack. Mack down low to Yutzi. Yutzi spins, goes inside and scores. Nice move inside by 35. Yutzi is another three-pointer coming from that same spot. This one misses. Right with the rebound. Knocked away by Friends. Picked up by the Falcons. Mack, good defense. Ball in the wing. Friends driving. One-on-one, goes up left-handed. 22 with the spin move inside and scores. 4:35 left in this fourth quarter. Timeout called, Blue Jays. 30-second timeout. Coach Seth Hilton, second season at Tabor as a grad assistant, decided he'd seen enough, and so he'd call a timeout and see if he could change up what we're doing defensively. There's a picture of Seth. Came to Tabor by way of the College of the Ozark. You can see a 17-7 record last year, 11-7 record this year. Berlin, Fillmore, Malm, Wright, and Pearson into the game for the Blue Jays. 33, 22, 1, 4, and 5 in the game for the Falcons. Curl cut inside by Wright. Wright goes up. Can't get it to fall. Fillmore with the rebound. Going to be called for over the back. Little contact there. Sometimes they let that go. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Inside, now outside for the Falcons. Now drive. Good defense by the Blue Jays, but up and off the glass, and that's good. Falcons have got this down to 20 points. It was close to 30 at one point, if not 30. Malm picks up her dribble, gets it off to, well, it goes out of bounds, off of the Falcons. Right to throw it in. Berlin, top of the key. Gets it off to Pearson. Pearson drives, free throw line. Over to Malm. Malm drives all the way in and scoops and scores off the glass. Emma Malm. Nice drive to the basket. First points for the Blue Jays in a while, 69-47. A little over 3 minutes to play in this contest. Contest has not been in doubt for quite a while as Falcons get to the rim and get the rebound. Now lose it. Malm picks it up. She's going to dribble it up for the Blue Jays. Gets it off to Pearson. Pearson looking inside to Berlin. Berlin tries to go up and she's fouled before she can get the ball out of her hands. Watch Malm here on this replay. Nice scoop move there. Berlin just off on the free throw. Second free throw good for Berlin as subs coming in for the Falcons. Hand off over top the key, now down low. Berlin trying to get around the post. It's going to get called for the foul. And we're over the limit on fouls, so that'll put the Falcons at the line. Clock stops at 2:52. Tabor up 70-47. Free throw good. Second one also good. Malm has it now for Tabor College. He'll get it past half court. Off to right to Pearson, top of the key. Pearson with the screen. She's going to drive and go up, just in and out. Nice shot by Pearson. Didn't fall. Friends brings it right back. Good defense by Wright. Now top of the key. Good job by Pearson. Now shot from the corner, three-pointer, and it's good. Another three-pointer from that corner. That's been a hot spot for number 5 for the Falcons here in this fourth quarter. Fillmore now has it. Now curl cut by Pearson. Shot blocked, I believe. Down low. Friends comes right back. Another shot down in that from that area, and it goes again. So that's the hot spot down there. 15-point lead. The slimmest margin that's been up there for quite some time for the Blue Jays. Now down low to Berlin. Berlin fakes, goes up. Can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Off to Malm, and shot clock reset to 20. Now it's down to 13 already. Hand off to Pearson. Pearson gets a screen from Berlin. Off to Fillmore. Fillmore hands off to Wright. Down low to Berlin. Just off the mark from Berlin. .15-point lead. A minute left in this contest. Falcons have it. Three-pointer, that's going to miss everything and go out of bounds. It'll be Blue Jays possession. Amaya Mack checks in the game for the last minute, replacing Pearson. Pressure being put on by the Falcons. Token one-on-one pressure. Malm gets it past half court, off to Fillmore. Free throw line extended. Now finds Malm going back door, and Malm scoops it up again and scores. Got a timeout for substitutions. We're going to get, looks like the 4 seniors that have played JV basketball this year for Coach Reed. We're going to get some recognition here to end the game. That would be Yutzi, Shank, Scott, and Kaikkonen, along with Malm. So we're gonna. That's Kaikkonen steals the ball, falls on it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go towards the Falcons. 23.5 seconds left. Good defense by Kaikkonen now. Dribbled past that, inside to post, no good. Kaikkonen with the rebound. She's going to dribble it out for the Blue Jays seniors. And Kat Kaikkonen will hold the ball to end the game at 72-55. Tabor College JV women commanding victory over the Friends University Falcons. Stay tuned. There'll be varsity action coming back here at 5 o'clock. So take a break, come back at 5. There'll be Tabor Varsity women, and then after that, Tabor Varsity men.
Marcinchuk is exceptional at his vertical defending. He kicks that one off and fit.